It's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea. It wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. It's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea. It wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as happy as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. Hey everybody, we're back. Thanks for joining up again. We'll have a totally better connection this time. It was kind of my fault. I moved my Wi-Fi box this week closer to this room, so I kind of thought it could handle the pressure of the live stream, but I guess it can't. I had a crazy experience with my Wi-Fi stuff this week. Do you guys want to? Are you up for a crazy story? I can tell it if you want, but it's a little bit long. I don't know if you want to hear a story, but my point tonight with this is just to cheer each other up. So maybe the story will cheer you up. I don't know. It's kind of a crazy story. Okay. Well, first I had this experience in the grocery store a couple weeks ago where I got really, really yelled at by a woman in line, and I couldn't do anything about it because I knew that she was really angry, and I just kind of got out of there. But I was feeling that. Okay, so I think that influenced what I did in this other story about my Wi-Fi. Okay, this is how it goes. A guy from Spectrum came to my door. We have pretty much two really good options for internet here. And it's Frontier and Spectrum. Spectrum always comes to my door. And I always say, can you compete with Frontier on upload speeds? Because I am a YouTuber and I need really fast upload speeds. And they always say, oh no, we can't compete with Frontier on upload speeds. So they always go away. But this guy said, yeah, we can. We have this new program. It's called a gig. And we can make your download speeds 5 times what they are, and your upload speeds will be faster too. And so we did a test, a Wi-Fi speed test, and we saw that my uploads were at about 117 megabits per second. And he's like, that's pretty fast, but we'll be faster. So anyway, he hung out and we're filling out the papers and signing up or whatever. It's all on his iPad actually. And then he goes, all right, we're ready, click here and it'll be done. And I said, I'd kind of like to just see you show me somewhere what the upload speeds are going to be, because I don't want to do this and then, have slow upload speeds. It's not going to be any good. There was a 30-day cancellation period too, so I felt like that was a good thing. And so he called his boss or his supervisor, and the guy didn't answer. And, hey, Louie. There we go. Somebody's running some water. So he called, and the guy didn't answer, and so he texted him, and the guy's like, I'm in a meeting. So I guess the only way he could find out upload speeds is from this supervisor, and the supervisor didn't answer. So I told the guy, you can hang out. If you don't have anything else to do, just wait until your supervisor texts you back. I don't care if you just hang out. So he actually sat over there on the couch, and I recorded a bunch of tracks for something I was working on, and he was listening to my music, and then I needed to go watch a video on YouTube because somebody had a question for me about it. So we went in on the couch and we watched TV together. He hung out for nearly an hour with me, and we got to be friends. And then finally his supervisor called him back, and he said, hey, she's getting 117 megabits per second right now. Can we beat that? And he goes, oh yeah. He goes, she'll get at least 130 with us. Said, hi, John.
Hi.
I'm telling the Spectrum story.
Yeah, you like that one.
I do like that one. John goes, you like that one. Okay, so then I was like, okay, sign me up, let's do it. And then we did sign up, and then the next day, the technician came to actually install the equipment, and And I said, hey, can you move my Wi-Fi box to another room so it's closer to in here? And he was like, yeah, no problem. So he crawled under the house and did that and set up the new Spectrum stuff. And right before he left, I said to him, hey, let's do a quick Wi-Fi test. I want to see how fast the upload speeds are. And this guy said, upload speeds? He's like, they're not going to be fast. And I said, what do you mean? I was told that it's going to be 130. And he said, no, Spectrum doesn't go over 40. And so anyway, I was like, oh no. And I texted I won't tell you his name, but I texted the guy from Spectrum because he gave me his number. I'm like, hey, I'll call him Johnny. Johnny, we've got a problem. Nothing from Johnny. So I called him. Didn't answer. This guy's like, yeah, you are not going to get better than 40 megabits per second with us. It's just not going to happen. And so I was like, dang, I've got to cancel. And I really liked this technician guy. He was so nice. And he continued to be nice. He goes, yeah, I'm just going to unhook it for you. I'll take all the equipment away. And that'll be that. Like, you'd be fine. They won't charge you anything. And now your Wi-Fi box is in this other room, so at least I've helped you. He was so nice. So that happened. I had to be on hold with Spectrum for 50 minutes to cancel, so that was annoying. And then one more time that night, I texted Johnny, and I said, Johnny, what's going on? Is this your right number? And he didn't get back to me. So I kind of forgot about it. And then the next evening, I thought, Johnny, I'm going to send him like a joking text because we really got along. Johnny, remember me? You sat on my couch and I recorded tracks. And then we watched YouTube together for a half hour. What the heck? Where are you? Nothing. One more text the next day. Johnny, I hope that you didn't either give me a wrong number or that you're trying to scam me. I don't think so. I think we really got along. Nothing. So like 3 more days went by and I had an idea. And so I took Louie's phone and I texted Johnny and I said, hi, Johnny. This is Lori. My husband and I discussed it and we actually would like to switch to Spectrum. Call me when you can. Or no, I don't think I said call me when you can. I think that's it. Just we would like to switch to Spectrum. So I wanted to see, right? He texted back immediately on Louie's phone. And he said, Lori, what street do you live on again? And then I said, hi, Johnny, it's Amy Nolte. I was just checking to see if you gave me a fake number or not, but now I know. And so I totally got him. And then he wrote me back and he apologized and he said, I'm so sorry. I have a really hard time owning up when I do something wrong, and I know I did something wrong here. And so that was really cool, actually. And so I got my phone and then I texted him back and I said, no problem, Johnny. I just wanted to connect with you one more time and you're totally forgiven, no hard feelings. You know, I won't contact you anymore. And then he wrote back and he said, I'm so sorry it took you, tricking me to figure that out. But anyway, I think it ended well. And like it was a sting, right? But I wasn't mad, and I don't know. My Wi-Fi box got moved closer, so it's kind of a win. Anyway, there's that story. Maria Costa, you gave me $10 for telling that story. Maybe $10 to stop telling stories. All right, so there's that story. Okay, so let's play music now. But first, let's sanitize. I'm just playing with you guys. Sometimes I would, but not that much. Lucky to be me. Oh, I don't know if I can do that one. That's a great tune. Oh, David, I'm so glad that you're thoroughly cheered up. That was that was my purpose, really. I guess. I don't know. I just think that's a pretty crazy story. Like usually I don't have it in me to go for a sting like that. But like I said, I think I was a little bit still like angsty from getting yelled at in the grocery store. So I just went for it. Oh, thank you for bringing up McCoy Tyner. Man, with all of the coronavirus stuff, that bit of news kind of slipped away, didn't it? Faster than it should have. Let's play something for McCoy, huh? Maybe, I can't remember the words. I can remember this part. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Wasn't in the key of E minor like McCoy did it, but I usually play it in A minor because I sing it better in that key. Who wrote that tune? Rodgers and Hammerstein wrote that tune, right? For The Sound of Music? Yeah, but the John Coltrane Quartet played that famous version of it. Bruce, I'm glad. Tell me your requests. Anything that'll cheer everybody up, and that'll be great. Isn't it kind of strange that we're all in the same predicament all around the world? I mean, it's worse some places than others, but it's like a very unifying thing to know that we're all kind of feeling this right now. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. Keith, that's what it is. And those are the things that can make you feel better, right? That's why we say that's perfect song. Oh my gosh. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Mondo, you must have watched Adam's video today. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the songs, and then I don't feel so bad. You guys are having some good cheer up songs right now, aren't you? What did I see? These are good ideas. What did I see? It just went by. If I don't play it, request it again. But I saw accentuate the positive. That's a good one. I think I know it. You got to accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. You got to spread joy unto the maximum and keep gloom down to the minimum. And something, 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 something. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. Oh yeah, don't mess with Mr. In Between. I had to learn that for a gig one time and I kind of forgot it, but I remembered more than I thought that I would. Joshua, I saw that you wanted me to play Just Us, and I haven't played that in a long time, so chances of me messing it up are big. But I can try a little bit. That's off my second album. If I sing it. Yeah, I don't know if I can sing that, but there you go, Joshua. There's a little bit of it. It was a fun piano part to write. I had a really good time writing that. I thought of Chick Corea as I wrote it. I thought of Stevie Wonder as I wrote it, and I tried to come up with some good little harmonies and inner voices and stuff. And I still kind of remembered them when I played it, so that was good. There was another really good positive song. It was Put on a Happy Face. Put on a happy face. I don't think I can think of the rest of that song. I don't think I can. Good night, Jess. Thanks for hanging out. Jess, is your name really Nolte? Jess Triggs Nolte? That's pretty cool, but you spell it differently? I don't know. Give me a little shout out. Let me know. Is that it? Let's see. Eden wants to know how I play songs from memory. I can play by ear most of the time. Unless it's really tough, then I have to use my brain a lot. But I'm kind of just recalling how things sound as they come. I have several videos about how to play by ear and how I kind of think about things like that. On the sunny side, keep on the sunny side. I don't know, keep on the sunny side. You made me think of the sunny side of the street, and also the bright side of your life. What's that one from? And how about the sunny side of the street? Let's see. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter pat? And the happy tune is my step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with my blues on parade, but I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over if I never said I'd be as rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. Let's see, I don't know that one by George Harrison, Pete. I'm sorry. Shower the people you love with love. That's a good uplifting song. You guys know me. Usually I like to play the sad songs, right? Not tonight. Dang it. I'm playing the happy ones, and I'm sanitizing my keys every chance I get. Yeah, it was from Monty Python. My husband's a big Monty Python fan. You guys like Monty Python? My favorite... Miles, what's my favorite Monty Python sketch? Yeah. Miles just did ding 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 ding. That's what it is. What's it called? Job interview? Have you guys seen that one? That's the best ever. Because he asks a guy to come in and then he interviews him for a job, but he makes him do all these crazy, ridiculous things. Like every time he rings a bell, he wants him to make a face. It's the best. If you need a really good cheering up, you should totally watch that sketch from Monty Python, from the Flying Circus. I think it's called Job Interview. That will cheer you up. It's my favorite one by far. Every time I laugh hysterically. Let's see, you guys. Oh, it was like a poppy song. Shower the people. Shower the people you love with love and show them the way that you feel. Things are going to be much better if you only will. You can... I have to look it up. I almost got it. Looking up the lyric. You can play the game. You can play the game and you can act out the part, even though it wasn't written for you. Tell me, how can you stand there with a broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels right, ooh, don't think twice. Just shower the people you love with love and show them the way that you feel. I know things are gonna be much better if you only will. That's a great song. I really like that one. Somebody requested the Goodbye Look, and I think I can pull it off if I look up the chords. I think I can. And they are... Oh man, are they not in here? They're not in iReal Pro? What is going on? The Goodbye Look is not in iReal Pro? You gotta be kidding me. Really? It's like... do 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 do. Oh yeah, it's like that. Something like that. The surf was easy on the day I came to stay on this quiet island in the bay. I remember a line of women all in white, the laughter and the steel bands at night. All the Americans are gone except for two. The embassy's been hard to reach. There's been talk and lately a bit of action after dark behind the big casino by the beach. The rules have changed, it's not the same. It's all new players in a whole new ball game. Last night I dreamed of an old lover dressed in gray. I've had this feeling now since yesterday. Wake up, darling, they're laughing. The colonel's standing in the sun with his stupid face, the glasses, and the gun. I know what happens. I read the book. I believe I just got the goodbye look. I believe I just got the goodbye look. Won't you pour me a Cuban breeze, Gretchen? Well, that's kind of how I fake a song. I did an okay job, but it wasn't great. That's why with Steely Dan, for me, I always need to have the exact chords right in front of me. I kind of thought I could pull that one off. I kind of did, but not really well. I messed up a lot of chords. I love that song. John, that's probably John's favorite line in any Donald Fagen song is, "Won't you pour me a Cuban breeze, Gretchen?" I like that line too. There's so many good lines. It just paints a picture, doesn't it? Like, all of a sudden you're just right there. Even like, "Wake up, darling, they're laughing, the colonel's standing in the sun with his stupid face, the glasses, and the gun." If you don't know the album Nightfly, get it. Natalia, nice to see you. Natalia sent me a picture of a drum that she bought this week. Natalia and I are good friends, and she said, "These are the notes that are on this drum. What songs can I play with it?" And I think that it had all the notes in a B pentatonic scale. No, just the first 5 notes of a B scale, and then it had D and C. It was like the most random drum you've ever seen. So I said, "You're pretty much gonna have to ignore the C and the D, and you can play like Mary Had a Little Lamb or Jingle Bells with the other 5 notes." That was my advice. Pennies from Heaven is a good idea. Let's do that. And also, I must have missed who donated $10 to me, but thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate that. With that money, I'll buy more hand sanitizer. That's what I'll use it for. Do you guys know that my cat has the coronavirus? He's the one who brought it from China over here. John doesn't believe me. He did. He was sneezing and everything. I don't know when he swam to China and came back, but he did. But he's doing okay. Cats recover, just like kids, I guess. Pennies from Heaven, right? How's it go? Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortunes falling all over town. Make sure that your umbrella is upside down. Change it for a package full of sunshine and flowers. To have the things you love, you gotta have showers. Next time you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. Well, there'll be pennies from heaven, they're falling for you and me. I'm gonna try to do your request, Pink. La da 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 la 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 da 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 da. Do be do dee, but da 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 do da 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 do da 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 do dee do da da. Da 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 do da do dee da da do da da do da dee dee da. Ba da da bo da da bo da bo da da do da 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 do da dee da do da 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 do be. Bo da do da da do da 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 do. So he wanted me to improvise using the melody, so I tried to do that right then. And now maybe I'll just do one without focusing on the melody so much. Don Proctor, nice to see you. Don Proctor's cat also has the coronavirus. Dang it, Don. This chorus is for Don Proctor's cat. sound so great, but it was okay. Tell you the truth, with all this sanitizing, my fingers are like a little sticky. On Green Dolphin Street, that's a good one. Hey, Robert. Thank you. I love to solo over that tune. Robert, thank you so much for your super chat. That's a really fun one. Zeke, good night. Thanks for being here. Good luck with your concert tomorrow. Yeah, you got to get some sleep if you got a concert tomorrow. What else? Exactly Like You. That's a nice one. That's a little low. I know why I've waited, known why I've been blue. I prayed each night for someone exactly like you. Why should we spend money on a show or two? No one does those love scenes exactly like you. You make me understand. I wanna hand the world to you. You make me understand each foolish little dream I'm dreaming, a scheme I'm scheming. Now I know why Mama taught me to be true. She meant me for someone exactly like you. Good tune. I kind of messed it up a little bit. You're watching Matilda, Timothy? My kids were watching Matilda like 2 nights ago. That's the one that has a song that goes, right? I would like to something my hand. What is it about the young, right? I love the book. I love the movie. I love Roald Dahl. He's my very favorite children's author, and I always would read my kids all the books that I could by Roald Dahl because he's very silly. Stolen Moments. That's a good one. Thank you, DW. DW's here. We're watching Matilda and DW's here. That's amazing. I don't know if I'm very good. Oh, you guys, I don't think I can do it. I can almost... what's that voicing? No. I can't quite do it. I don't think I've ever practiced it. I've only ever listened to it. So I'm sorry. That's about as good as I can do. John, don't laugh at me. Zeke, please make an album of just me playing the piano and singing. You know, I really wanted to do that. And I might someday, but my promoter told me it wouldn't be a good idea. She said nobody would buy it. So I don't know, maybe you would buy it, Zeke, and that would be awesome, but I don't know if anybody else would. She just said that albums like that, people don't really pay attention to. So that was interesting for me to hear. That was the next album I was going to make. Yeah, Rick Beato was going to fly out here. We were going to find a really good piano, and he was going to produce it. It was just an idea for a little bit, but I don't think that'll ever happen. It didn't fly. Donald Burdick, thank you so much for your sweet comment and your super chat. That's so nice. LOVE, yeah, you can play that. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anything that you'd adore, and love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. DW, you did not have to do that. Thank you so very much. And you're welcome. I didn't do a very good job at what you asked me to do, but I really, really appreciate that. Another gig with Nikki Perrott on the way. Yes, but not until October, I think. We're going to play again at Hilton Head, South Carolina, at the Jazz Corner. And I'm really looking forward to that. It's always so fun to play with Nikki. Someday, Nikki and I hope to put out an album together. That would be really, really cool. Maybe we'll find time in October to record. I don't know if we will. Say a little prayer for you? Well, I could probably do a little of that. And also, do you know what it means to miss New Orleans? I love that one too. That's a big range. We'll try it there. The moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you while combing my hair now. I'm wondering what dress to wear now. I say a little prayer for you. John, I just remembered the funny story about Dionne Warwick. That's her name, right?
Yeah.
That's a really funny story.
I was just thinking that.
I saw you laughing a little bit. John was in college, and his grandparents came into town, and they...
It was my grandparents' friends. It was Dick and Girl.
Oh, it wasn't even his grandparents. It was their friends. His grandparents' friends, who he kind of knew from growing up, because they would come over sometimes, were in Salt Lake City, and John was going to school an hour away in Utah. And so they called him up one day and said, John, we have just gotten tickets to the Dionne Warwick concert. And, you know, it was like 1993, probably, 2. And John was like the world's biggest Oingo Boingo fan, and he had seen The Cure like 4 times. So probably Dionne Warwick wasn't the top of his list. But they said, you can ask a friend, bring a friend along, and come, and the four of us will go see Dionne Warwick together. And of course they meant that John should ask a girl, and he didn't think about it for 1 second. All he did was just ask his roommate, Carl. And then John and Carl drove to Salt Lake and met Dick and Carol, and the four of them went to see Dionne Warwick. That's so funny. I don't know if other people think that's funny. I like that story. He didn't it didn't even cross his mind for 1 second to invite a girl. I kind of had to work on him pretty hard when I wanted him to ask me out, but oh my gosh, he was kind of shy. Anyway, John and Carl, Dick and Carol.
I think I realized that till maybe like.
Oh, I don't think you realized it till we were married.
Yeah, I think you told me.
I told you. Yeah, like he told me that story, and I was like, John, they meant for you to take a girl, and you were like, it's funny how an outside perspective on your own life can like blow you away sometimes. Yeah, that happened to me the other day with. No, it's okay. That story is not interesting. Ooh, somebody loves Danny Elfman. John loves Danny Elfman too. How many times do you think you saw Boingo?
8.
8 times. What was the coolest concert?
Always the Halloween concert.
It was always the Halloween concert?
Yeah, SDSU.
At SDSU. John says Halloween and I say Halloween, but somehow we made it. All of our kids say Halloween. None of them took after me on that. He says it's because I'm wrong. You guys, I think everybody says Halloween. Am I wrong about that? But we did just discover that all of our kids say the word theater like this. Theater. With no There's no theater. They all just say theater. I don't know where they got that. All right. Hello, Dennis. Are you requesting the song called Hello, or are you just saying hello? Both things are nice. Thank you. Lullaby of Birdland. John just said hate that song. It's not quite right, but I kind of avoid that song is what I was going to say. It's just kind of overdone, I think, so I get a little tired of it. But you shouldn't get tired of it. You shouldn't get tired of any jazz standard. I don't know why I said that. And I should play it. Maybe I can't play it. Maybe that's why. Let's see. That was A minor. Why don't we try C minor? Always here when you sigh. Never in my wordland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves bill and coo when they love? That's the kind of wordland music we make with our lips when we kiss. There you go. There's a little bit for you. You can't just tell me which Halloween you say and only spell it the right way. You have to figure out some phonetic way to tell me. Somebody named Hey Man, Hey Guys, said that Halloween concert was epic. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he pronounced it Halloween. Just saying hi. Good, Dennis. Hi to you. And thank you, Augustine. That's really nice. Steve Keller, I'm glad you liked it. You guys, maybe I'm about done. My brain's starting to feel a little tired. Fly me to the moon. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. And let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. Time to sanitize the keys. Good request. Brenda, nice to see you. If anyone's very interested in finding good little tricks to play in jazz arrangements, follow Brenda Martin, Classical to Jazz. Her channel is good. That might be all. I don't know if I can play You and I, Nuclear 4, Panda 4, whatever your name. I don't think I could play it. I don't think I've ever tried, but I should do that. It's a wonderful Stevie Wonder song. Stuart, you're welcome so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Everybody, it's time to sanitize again. Just so you know. Thank you for hanging out. I hope that we could I hope we could cheer everybody up, that we got a little bit of happiness up in here, all around the world, because I think we're going to be okay. We just got to, take all of the advice that everybody is giving us, our government and the scientists, and try to keep your spirits up if you can, like especially for the people around you and for your kids. Like, tell them to be careful, but I like to, try to keep a positive outlook as well, because I think we're strong and we can do it. So keep that in mind. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out.